thing is not what you see, but what notices you.
Sometimes the danger isn't the place itself. Sometimes the danger is the moment you decide to step inside. Let me ask you something before we begin. Have you ever felt drawn to a place you knew you shouldn't go to? Not because someone forced you, not because you had to, but because something inside you whispered, "Just once won't hurt." This isn't a legend. This isn't an urban myth. This is exactly what happened to Alex. Alex was a teenager who didn't believe in fear. At least, that's what he told himself. He wasn't reckless in the usual way. He didn't fight, he didn't steal, he didn't cause trouble. What Alex chased was something else. The rush. The moment where your heart beats faster and your brain tells you to stop, but you don't. He loved proving people wrong, especially when they talked about the supernatural. Ghosts, curses, haunted places. To Alex, they were excuses, stories people told when they didn't understand something. That's why he became obsessed with Blackwood Manor. The house sat alone at the edge of town, half hidden by dead trees and overgrown weeds. No lights, no cars, no signs of life. Everyone in town knew about it, and everyone avoided it. People whispered about crying sounds late at night, about shadows moving behind broken windows, about people who went inside and came out changed. Alex laughed at all of it. He called it local folklore, fear passed down like a bad habit. But every time he passed the road leading to the manor, he felt it, that pull, that quiet challenge. So one cold night, just before 3 a.m., Alex decided to end the mystery himself. He went alone, no friends, no backup, just a small flashlight and confidence that bordered on arrogance. When he stood in front of the manor, the first thing he noticed was the silence. Not peaceful silence, heavy silence, the kind that presses against your ears. He hesitated, just for a second. Then he stepped inside. The air changed immediately. It felt thick, like breathing dust and cold at the same time. The smell was wrong, old, rotten, like something that had been sealed away for too long. Dust covered everything. His footsteps barely made a sound, as if the house itself was absorbing them. He moved deeper, room by room. Nothing happened, and that almost disappointed him. Then he heard it. A soft, metallic clatter, like a pot dropping onto a kitchen floor. Alex froze. He told himself it was nothing. Old houses settle, metal expands, wood shifts. But then it happened again, louder, closer. This time it was followed by a scraping sound, slow, deliberate. Every instinct in his body told him to leave, but Alex ignored it. If you've ever ignored your instincts before, you know how easy it feels in the moment. You convince yourself you're being smart, rational. Alex moved toward the kitchen. His heart was pounding now. Fear had started cutting through his confidence. The kitchen door had a large, dirty glass panel, almost like a mirror. Alex stopped in front of it and looked at his reflection. He saw his face, pale, tense. Then he saw another face behind it. It was human, almost. Its skin was pale and stretched too tight. Its eyes were empty, not dark, empty. Alex couldn't move. He raised his hand slowly to check if he was imagining it. The reflection raised its hand too. But the hand behind him wasn't empty. It was gripping a rusty kitchen knife. The thing smiled. The smile was wrong, too wide, too forced, as if the skin itself was being pulled apart. Alex screamed. He spun around, sweeping the flashlight wildly through the darkness. There was nothing there. No one. Just the kitchen. Confused and shaking, he turned back to the glass. The reflection was still there, still smiling. The smile kept stretching until the face cracked open like shattered porcelain. Then, Alex felt the cold. Something grabbed his arm. He looked down. It was his hand, the same shape, the same size, but the skin was white and lifeless, cold like a corpse. Before he could process what he was seeing, he heard a scream. His scream. It was coming from behind him, echoing through the house. Panic took over. Alex tore himself free and ran. He ran toward the front door, hearing his own screams chasing him through the halls. He burst out of the house and didn't stop running until city lights surrounded him. That night, Alex told himself it was over. Just fear, just imagination. But fear doesn't stay where you leave it. At exactly 3 a.m., Alex woke up. A whisper filled the room, soft, hissing, calling his name. His eyes snapped open. In the full-length mirror across his room, he saw his face. It wasn't screaming, it wasn't smiling. It was laughing. A low, quiet laugh that wasn't coming from the mirror. It was coming from the room itself. The reflection began to change. The eyes became empty, just like the thing in the manor. Then a thought entered Alex's mind. Cold, clear. I need a body. The reflection raised its arm. The knife was still there. That's when Alex noticed the dust mark on his own arm, exactly where the hand had grabbed him. Alex survived the house, but the house never let go. Now he sleeps with his back against the wall. He avoids mirrors whenever he can, because he knows something is still watching, waiting. And the real question isn't if it will step out, it's when. If you were in Alex's place, what would you have done? Would you tell yourself it was just fear, just your imagination, and try to live like nothing happened? Or would you realize the truth too late? Remember this, not every door you open can ever be closed again.